Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It's your girl, Jeanette Smith, certified life strategist and mindset coach. And it is time for live coaching on Friday. Yes, Nalibu, it's time. It's time. Hello to the IG family. Hello to YouTube, Periscope, and Facebook. Good to see you all. I'm so glad that you are with us. You know, it's been a great week of broadcasting. If you've been with us, we started Monday talking about the fixed growth mindset. We talked about the benefit mindset, and we made sure, thanks for the hearts on IG, I see you. We made sure that we picked an area to focus on, because with this coaching, it's not just about you showing up and looking at my face. It's about you showing up, doing the face. Oh, all is well. Good, Broderick. I'm glad. Casey Freeman, I see you. It's about doing the work, because we want to get maximum benefits. And so I'm going to do one of your favorite coaching exercises today that is on tap, but we're going to go back as a point of review and make sure that we understand what fixed growth, benefit, mindset are all about, okay? And I first have to shout out some members of the Empowerment Tribe that have testimonies, all right? So as I go to the comment section, let's see what y'all are talking about this morning. Good morning, Michael. Good to see you. Good to see you. IG, if you all want to transfer over and make the leap across the digital divide onto one of the platforms of Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope, you too will have your comments come into the broadcast. Pamela Gill, good morning, beautiful family. Monique, good morning. Good morning. She is doing the multi-platform leap. I see you on IG and Facebook. Neil, good morning, sir. Neil was a great resource as we did the devotional on, what day was that? We did Wednesday's devotional. I have to get Broderick, I have to get you to come do a devotional with me one time. Jeremiah Medlin, a small, mighty preaching machine right there, y'all. Jennifer, Dr. Jennifer, good to see you. Good to see you. So let me tell you about the Empowerment Tribe testimonies we have. So first of all, shout out and whoop whoop to our own Monique Pagan, who has a radio interview. I got that right. Okay. A radio interview. And so her niche, as you all know, is emotional eating coaching. And so they reached out to her and want her to do an interview. So she's been hard at work getting everything together for that. So shout out to our own Monique. And then shout out to our own Candace Baldwin, who she signed up for the class, Walking in Your Life Purpose, and I can report that she has started her class. So shout out to Candace. I see that you're 19% in, and that's all that matters. Baby steps, baby steps. So for the rest of you who are signed up for the Walking in Purpose class, I'm not going to call no names. Yes, I am. Sue, Pamela, Carmen. Okay. All right. Get started. Let's go. Let's do this. Y'all can do this. Take Tuesdays when we used to stream together at 10 a.m. and Thursdays when we used to stream together at 10 a.m. and take that time to do your class. All right. Because we have built that time in just for you to do that. All right. Hey, what's up, G.A. Jones 2? Good to see you. So let's talk about our work for today. Yes, everybody's saying congratulations to Candace. Congratulations. All right, let's get into our work for today, because we got kind of two exercises to do. We're going to do a quickie review to make sure that everybody's good and on point for your fixed mindset, your growth mindset, and your benefit mindset. Now, if you remember, I asked you on Monday to choose an area where you needed to do the work. If you remember what that area was, right, then it'll make sense to you. What's up, 504 Santiago? It'll make sense to you when we come back and look at this. For those of you who weren't with us Monday, you can still play. You're just going to look into your life right now and understand and try to figure out where are the areas where you're operating in a fixed mindset, a growth mindset, a benefit mindset, And we're going to make the shift, help you make the shift from fixed to growth and benefit. Because if you're in a fixed state of thinking, that means you think you're an expert. You're the everyday expert. You're glad to be able to do what you already know how to do. You just focus on what you do every day, whether it makes you happy or not, whether you're growing or not, whether you're learning or not. That's just kind of where you live. You're the everyday expert. You're not really trying to mess with that formula. When you are a growth mindset person, you become the everyday learner. You know that just knowing one way of doing things or just one area of something is not enough. You want to be a learner, ever growing, ever evolving. And so you're always trying to improve your abilities. You're always trying to learn more, and you're focusing on how can I get better? How can I do this in a different way? How can I be more efficient? How can I get better impact? How can I have further reach? You're focused on your how. And then there's the benefit mindset. And for those who operate in a benefit mindset, you are the everyday leader, right? Hey, what's up, Keith Vincent? You are the everyday leader. You're always trying to make a difference. You do everything the growth mindset people do, and then you do more. You're trying to make a difference, not only for yourself, but for other people. You're focused on what I call your big fat why. Why are you doing what you do? Grace and peace to you, Keith Vincent. Why are you doing what you do? Because you understand as a leader that it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter sometimes as much the how you're getting it done. What matters is why you're doing. Your intention is what is most important, right? So I want to go back to the question that we posed. Good morning, Shirley. There's another testimony right there. I hope your husband's doing better, Miss Shirley. Just type in and let us know if he's doing better. Her husband had a little bit of a health setback, but last we heard he was doing better, so I pray that he is still doing better. Leola, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Candace says, thanks, everybody. So let's go back now. Remember what we talked about. Can you look back in that area that you identified as being a fixed mindset place? And can you say, I shifted? And if you weren't able to shift, that's fine. That moves us into our next exercise. But if you were able to shift, I would love to hear it. And in fact, if you'd like to talk about it, you don't have to be seen if you don't want to be seen. But if you want to come on and talk about it, you could come on and talk about it. Even IG, if you all want to come on screen and talk about it, just hit the thing and request to come on and talk about how you have moved from a fixed mindset in some area to a growth mindset. And yes, Bishop Neal says we're praying for your husband, Miss Shirley. All right. So who wants to talk about it? What areas you all said you would put in the chat? I know what area I need to work on. I know what that is. So what area is that? And where did it get better? How did it get better? Do I have to do my songs? Boop, boop, boom, boom. Lydia, good morning. Okay, I don't have any takers. Today on sharing, but let me just say this. For those of you who are still trying to sort that out and you need help, that may be why you want a coach, okay? Because sometimes it's the weight is just too big, just too heavy. All right. And that's what you need to do. In fact, I do have some other testimonies to share other than the ones we just shared. So yay to Candace for starting her course, her Dream, Believe, Build course. Yay to Monique for nabbing a interview. And yay to those of you who signed up for group coaching. Yay. Those of you who signed up for group coaching, I'm proud of you. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so Jennifer says in the area of her career, that is where she has moved and shifted her mindset from a fixed mindset to growth. Now, did you move from a growth mindset or a benefit mindset, Jennifer? I'm interested to know. If you shifted out of fixed, where did you land? A growth or a benefit mindset? Monique said she released a bit of control in parenting this week. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Let me know in that area, did you move from a fixed to a growth? Because you said you're a little bit. So maybe you're in a growth mindset, not all the way to benefit yet. Pamela says, I'm between the growth and the benefit. Got you. Well, that's good. That's a move up from fixed. So that's awesome. Neil said he chose self-care, which was fixed, and he moved that up to a benefit mindset. I don't think we often realize that taking care of ourselves is a benefit mindset, in the sense that when you're taking care of yourself, you're better able to take care of other people, because remember what benefit is about. Benefit is about leading. And so when you take care of yourself through self-care, you are modeling to other people, this is what you should be doing. You're mean, you're crunchy, you walking around snapping people off with your words because you don't take care of yourself, or you haven't healed a wound that's in there, or you're just tired, or you're not performing at the best of your ability, because what? You need some self-care. And how you make a difference is when you take care of you, you're better for others. You can give more to others. You can give more, better quality you to others. And then you're also modeling to them how to offer better of themselves. So yay to you. I'm glad to see that, Neil. Candace says she released fear. Woo! Lydia says, oh, there's group coaching. Yes, Lydia, yes, I'm about to talk about it. The link is in the post heading. And if you're interested, jump in and join us. We're getting kicked off on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So if you're interested, Lydia, we'd love to have you with us. Dr. Jennifer said she moved from growth to benefit. Awesome. Candace said she moved herself from fixed to growth. That's great. That's what I'm talking about. Just a step up, a step up, a step up. Monique too, just a step up, a step up, a step up. And Neil said, stop talking about me. That was me, all right. Crunchy. Well, listen, we've all been there. We've all had our burdens to bear. But what's most important is that we keep moving. You requested to be in my live. All right, J. Keith Vincent. Let's see what you got. And you're added. Boom. This is on IG, y'all. So it says connecting. J. Keith Vincent, where are you? I see you need to make your bed. What's up? Where you at? Hey. It's all good. You don't have to make your bed. Let me hook you all up so you can hear. All right. So you heard me talk. God bless you. You heard me talking about.
You all wasn't supposed to catch that. That's my bed. But
listen,
anyway.
That's the perils of that flipperoo. But let me tell you something. You are not the only bed in America not made this morning. Let me tell you.
Well, praise the Lord. Glory be to God. Listen, I just wanted to chime in. I wanted to tell you, you're doing a phenomenal job, and you're very articulate in communicating. I was just listening, and I did not catch all of what you were saying from the show today. I just happened to come on, but I do want to chime in on the growth, and shifting the mindset. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you right now, in this pandemic, as a pastor, as a bishop of a church and an organization, I have had to shift tremendously my mindset about how we disseminate the gospel, how we reach people, even the change from the traditional. There are some things I'm going to hold on to because that is deep rooted in me. Sure. And those are foundational. But then there are some things too that even though we were taught, we have to be able to release them and be open to new ideas. So I'm learning, like so many others who are in the pastorate, who are adjusting to these times, because these are very trying times. And of course, it applies in every aspect, whether it's your professional life, business, personal life. But I'm looking at the growth, and I'm grateful to God that I'm able to see growth in my personal life in how we navigate through times like these crises. Because, you know, one of the things, and I'll end by saying, I really have been expressing to people in general, these are times where your vertical relationship with the Lord must be extremely intact and connected more so than your horizontal.
Oh, yeah.
Because we focus so much on the horizontal when we come together and everybody's, you know, together. But you need a vertical relationship with God in times like these. And how do we, as leaders, and these are questions I ask myself, how do we help the people to understand that, pardon me, that your relationship with God must be personal, not just based on the corporate fellowship?
Yeah.
So in navigating through this, I can see personal growth. I've released some things. It was not without war.
Understood.
Sometimes you just got to let it go. You just have to release and let go. But then, you know, when you let go, you see growth.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful to God for the opportunity to just see what God is doing in this season. And I appreciate your articulation of what you were sharing, because you're such I guess you are a coach in every sense of the word. I was just listening how you were presenting, and thank you for your presentation.
Thank you. Let me just say, how many of you, give me your title and your church where you are.
All right. So Bishop J. Keith Vincent, I'm not big on titles, but I am who I am.
Exactly.
Of course, you know, J. Keith, J is for John, but we go by Keith Vincent. So J. Keith Vincent, Greater Compassion Ministries is the name of our church.
All right. Let me say this to you. You may not know, especially if you don't catch me all the time, but my 9 to 5, as we say, and one of my callings is that I'm the director of church growth for the historic Bethel AME Church in Baltimore. And so when I'm listening to you, I understand what you're saying in terms of the difficulty in moving through this pandemic era of ministry, right? And so I just want to encourage you, because I was able to help my church because my background was television news, entertainment, production, and all of that stuff, and helping them understand that some of the traditions that are important to us can remain intact. But I really believe when Jesus said, you know, even greater works will you do than me, that he was talking about our ability to be worldwide through the blink of an eye by pressing go live, that the Great Commission is being fulfilled in ways we never even anticipated because of the offering of this pandemic. And I'm not in any way saying I'm grateful for people who have suffered or who have died, but I do know this: we believe that all things do work together, and that you can always find in all things something to give God thanks for. And so I think that this has been a shift of paradigm thinking, and they're saying yes, yes over here on Facebook, and yes, sir, that shook us up to make us let go of some things that we didn't even realize that we had held on to, the form more than the facilitation of the word going forth. So I'm godly proud of you for recognizing that as a pastor and a leader, you have to take a growth and benefit mindset, because you're modeling to your people not only how do we keep our church going, but you're modeling to them that God doesn't move in boxes and compartments. And so if we're going to grow in ministry, I have to grow as a person. And the most beloved and respected leaders are not those with the big titles. They are the ones who will allow their people to watch them grow and move and evolve in front of them, and model to them how to continue to grow personally and professionally. So kudos to you. God bless you and the work that you're doing. I just know that the more you follow God and you release any kind of hesitations or fear about, well, we haven't been in this space before, don't know what that's going to be like, just get out there in the doing. Just step out on the water and everything will be all right. Thank you so much for jumping on and sharing. I appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate you. I haven't caught you all the time. I sometimes come through, but I wanted to, when you gave the appeal, I really wasn't, like I said, just kind of getting up and getting things going. I've been up, but just had not gotten things in place. But I said, let me jump on real quick.
I'm so glad you did.
Thank you. I appreciate the invitation. I appreciate you accepting the invitation.
Join us anytime. Join us anytime.
When do you come on? When do you come on?
Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 10 a.m.
Okay, you're on
Eastern Standard Time. Yep.
I'm Central Standard Time.
Gotcha.
Well, thank you so much. Keep Greater Compassion Ministries and all churches. Let's keep them in prayer.
Yes.
I'll end by saying this. There have been a lot of pastors, a lot of people who have left, who have decided they cannot handle this condition. And I won't go into all the details of why. There's so many different nuances and things to that. But we have to be about our Father's business by any means. We have to fulfill the purpose that God has given us. And so, like you said it very well, we cannot contain God in the four walls of a building.
That's it.
In fact, we need to be out on the street. So maybe this is a call for
absolutely.
Outside of the church.
Evangelism is about to ratchet up. Let's do it. All right.
Revival is here. Listen, God bless you. Thank you so much.
God bless you too. Thank you, Bishop. Appreciate you.
All right.
That was awesome. I'm so glad that he shared. And I want you to hear the heartbeat behind that too, that just because you're a leader, and I know that we have people that are joining me of all faith-based beliefs and traditions. Meet me at the place you understand God. I hope you understand that just because people are leaders, it doesn't mean that they are immune from change and transformation and having to make hard decisions. You heard him just say in his area of profession, people are having to fold up. They couldn't make the shift from fixed to growth, some of them. And so they couldn't keep the connection. And so, and then for others, because they couldn't keep the connection, all businesses run on money. So if you weren't able to bring in tithes and offerings and things like that, that might have been another factor. So we have to give grace to people and understand that, listen, everybody is impacted by this. And that's why in this, we're not even in a post-pandemic phase yet. We're still in the midst of the pandemic. That's why I'm so committed to us talking about this fixed mindset, this growth mindset, this benefit mindset, because it doesn't matter who you are or what you do, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a teacher, you're a mom, you're a student, whatever it is, you will not make the shift if you stay in a fixed mindset, right? You won't make the shift. Let's go back to Candace, who had this comment. When I say I released fear, it has to do with my certification in early childhood. You all remember that she said that she was going to go after that. Before I was in my head with, you can't do it. Will you make money? Is that a good career move? But now I'm inching toward, Candace, shut your mouth. You got this. Absolutely. And I think that's what I felt when I saw that you had started your course. Let it lead you and take you into spaces and places, because the deeper you get into the course, Candace, the more you're going to find that you're not going to have to do it by yourself. It's going to help you create your own empowerment tribe, your own support system around you. You're never meant to do things alone, right? I'm even looking at going back and getting my master's in psychology. I have no idea how that's going to happen. I'm with you all. I've got a growth and benefit mindset, and I'm leaping out, talking to people, doing my research and doing everything I teach and tell y'all to do. Right. So we can do this together, y'all. We can do this together. Dr. Jen says, yay, Candace. And we are excited. We are excited. So let's get to our exercise for today, shall we? Now that you all have thought about your growth mindset aspect. Remember, I asked you to pick one area or one action that you can move further into a growth and benefit mindset. Hey, Dr. Reverend Wingo, good to see you, sir. And a benefit mindset. So now with that space, that place in mind, I want you to think about it. Where are you still fixed? If you moved one thing from a fixed to a growth, let's figure out how you can move it from growth to benefit. If you moved one thing from a fixed mindset to a benefit mindset, how can we maintain a benefit mindset in that area? Hi, Dr. Greg, how are you? If you are still in a fixed mindset, then I want you to focus as we do this exercise on, how do I move out of this fixed mindset into a growth mindset where I'm learning. I'm more than just happy with just this little bit of expertise I have. How do I move and grow so that I can become fluid, that I can stay relevant, whether it's in my job or my relationships? How do I set up a win-win for people? That's what a benefit mindset is about. It's a leadership position of I'm not just going to get it from me and thrive for me, but I'm going to benefit you. How do we move to that area? So let's think about the areas where you can move further and faster. And I'm going to choose, you all know, for those of you who don't know, my coaching exercise is called Points of View. We take a picture. It can be a random picture of anything. We take a word and we take a phrase and we look at that and layer it over through phototherapy. Layer it through what you're thinking about, the area of your life where you need some growth. All right. So be thinking now, what's that area of my life where I need to move out of a fixed mindset or move it from a growth mindset to a benefit mindset, or maintain a benefit mindset. And here we go. So your picture for consideration is a pretty funny one. I'm going to show it to you first on IG. Boom, there it is. That is your photo. Okay, you have just think about, just hold that image. See what you notice in that image. Just take a screenshot. See what you notice in that image. All right. All right. Facebook, YouTube, everybody, see what you notice in that image. It's pretty funny. It's a funny one. All right. See what you notice. All right. You got that? And I'm going to put it up for y'all again. Here's the word for you to focus on. Pain. Wow. Pain. Pain. Pain is the word. And then the question, as you're thinking about how to move forward, is what works for me? What works for me? What works for me? So you had those strange looking little guy with his, I don't know what you call it. I guess his little pink, it's kind of funny. He's got my AKA colors on, doesn't he? Pink, green. You got vacuum cleaner situation. You got some curtains kind of hanging in the background. All right. That's your picture. Your word is pain and what works for me. Now, layer that with, you're going to get paused, IG, because I have to take a picture for them real quick. So don't go anywhere. Be thinking about that exercise. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. All right. What are you all thinking? Think about your place that you are going to work on. And then think about how you can move that forward through this exercise. The guy or the person vacuuming, the word pain, and the question, what works for me? What works for me? And I'm back. Thank you, IG, for your hanging with me. You didn't even drop off. I appreciate y'all so much. All right. As you start thinking those things through, if you're interested in coming on, let me know you're interested in coming on and talking it out or working it out, and I will pull you into the live. Want to hear how you are working through this exercise of the person vacuuming, the word pain, and what works for me, and how does that speak to you about moving out of a fixed mindset or moving to the next level in your growth mindset. Let's talk it out. Let's talk it out. I'm putting it up for you all right now on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope so you all can see. All righty. Anybody? Any takers? Oh, okay. I see somebody's got some thinking going on. I see some comments popping up over here. I see you. I see you. I see you. Hold on one second. Let me get this photo up for you. All right, there we go. Now you're cooking with oil. Pamela Williams says, the non-traditional personal life. Okay, a non-traditional personal life. How does that speak to what your fixed mindset is in that area? Remember on Monday, you said you picked an area. And for those of you new on IG, you're thinking of an area where you're fixed in your mindset. You're not really seeing much movement or growth. You're kind of stuck. What does that picture, the word pain and what works for me, what does that encourage you to look at in terms of perspective? Neil says the picture is me cleaning up what I only see, me cleaning up what only I see, the inner me, to become who I need to be. Wow, that's good. That's good. What does the role of pain have to do with that? The word pain. What does that word pain have to do with that? And that question, what works for me? Neil says that word pain represents my struggle to move forward. You are working it out, sir. You are working it out. Come on. Good work. Good work. Good work. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. For those of you who may want to join on Facebook, YouTube, or Periscope, I've just put the link out there for you to click in the comments so that you can join me to talk about it. You don't have to go on camera if you don't want to. IG, if you want to go on camera and do some live coaching and work it out, you can absolutely do that. What is it about where you're stuck? What aspect of where you're stuck in your life where this photo illuminates some perspective? What does this say? What do you notice? What is he doing? What is this person doing? Even what they're wearing, even what's going on in the background. What does that, the word pain, and what works for me, how do you get a fresh perspective on that? How do you get a fresh perspective? You guys are doing good. That was good stuff, Neil. Good stuff. Hello, Angela. Welcome in. I'm going to put it back up in case you want to do the coaching exercise with us. We're thinking about an area of our life where we're stuck. We're not seeing many results. Or maybe you're in a growth mindset. You're starting to learn and do and try to get better in the area, but you haven't moved to a benefit mindset where you're able to take what you're doing for you and not only get it for you, but help others. And we're doing a coaching game where you look at a photo, you get a picture and a phrase, and you see if it gives you new perspective. So here's the picture, this person doing whatever this person is doing. You look at that, okay? The word is pain. I think it's backwards for you all on IG. And the phrase is, what works for me? So when you look at that picture and you think about the area of your life where you're stuck, what does this picture encourage you to do? Try differently. Reevaluate. Think about that, IG. Neil says the phrase, what works for me, means the help. I need another view. I need my coach to help show other areas where I need to clean up. That's what works for you. That's great. That's how you do it. That because what works for you is the tool. I don't know if you all put this together. Could it be that what works for you, what's working for this person? You have to know what tool works for the job you're trying to do. Is that right? Hey, VO1TC. The tool in this picture is a vacuum cleaner. What's the tool that works for you? Monique says, oh, Neil, you helped me with something. I'm focusing on the things that are minuscule. Attack the big things to take meaningful steps. Absolutely. Absolutely. Great work. I like, see, that's what I like about peer coaching. That's when one thing leads to another thing. Awesome. Lydia says, I see the person vacuuming, just surface cleaning. I'm working on how I communicate pain. Got you. Unpacking it, discarding what doesn't serve me, but really looking at it, sitting in it in that moment, truly going deeper and organizing the thoughts and pain gives us a clearer perspective and allows for healing and moving forward. That's great insights. You see how they're doing it over here? IG, come on, IG, what you got? Type me in some perspective. Is anything speaking to you all? How do you move past stuck? This picture is a way of getting some perspective on that. How do you move past stuck? You hear them working it out over here on IG. Lydia adds, the surface cleaning doesn't get rid of it. It just projects confusion and sends energy of disarray. Girl, you are on it today. That's right. Because when you're dealing with something that's not healed and you're just kind of surface level cleaning, it's like, I use this analogy. It's going to be a little gross, but you all are big kids, so we'll be fine. You know, when I was little, I had a bike accident and I skinned up my knee. And because I didn't want my mom to know, what's up, Telly G? Because I didn't want my mom to know about it, right? I just went home and I put a Band-Aid over it and I kept it moving. What I didn't do was clean out the wound. So guess what? It started healing, but it wasn't healing right. And it got infected because what? I didn't get the rocks and the grass and all that out of it. I didn't clean it out. So it was healing. And even though that scab was coming over to protect it, it wasn't healed right. That's how I know when people are dealing with stuff on the inside. Thanks for the hearts. I see you on IG and I see you on Periscope. Thanks for the hearts. That's how I know when people aren't healing right, because you have that hard, crusty exterior, but you haven't healed all the way. There's stuff up under there infecting, right? Your ability to love and be loved fully, your ability to show up fully, authentically in who you are and how you are. That thick, crusty, scabby little covering that some of us have over us because we haven't worked through the pain. We haven't cleaned it up. We've only done it at an esoteric level. And like Lydia says, it comes back up. Angela Perry 334 says, absolutely, right? That's why it's so important that we do this work together. That's what this is all about, because you deserve to be healthy and whole. You are worthy of being healthy and whole. You don't have to carry around that stuff that you've been carrying just because you don't know how to deal with it. Pastor Telly G says, you got to heal the hurt. Absolutely. You got to heal the hurt. No doubt about it. Pastor Telly G, if you want to come on screen and share a little nugget insight, come on and give us a 30-second pop popper. Come on. Love to have you on. That's where we are. And I want to tell you all this. Think about this. When we move out of this pandemic, we haven't gotten there yet. But when we start moving out of this pandemic, there is going to be other things for us to heal. We don't see the full effect of it yet, of being isolated. I just read in the Washington Post yesterday that the number of suicides are up, and we're not kind of focused on it because of everything that's going on with the fight for racial equality and with the numbers of COVID. We're not seeing how people, okay, Telly G, I see you. We're not seeing how people are being impacted in this solo isolation. Hi, Jack Time One. We're not seeing that. And so the Washington Post was saying there are more overdoses going on right now because people are isolated. Some people are self-medicating. They thought that this was going to shut down, the drug traffic because, things aren't moving. But that didn't happen. People are still hurting. It doesn't matter just because you're in a pandemic and you have to shelter at home, the hurt goes away. No, the hurt doesn't just go away. People are still dealing with their stuff. And so we have to deal with our stuff. What's the stuff that we're dealing with? What's up, Steve? Good to see you, brother. What's the stuff we're dealing with, you all? What's that place where you're in a fixed mindset, where I've been stuck in this place. I haven't moved forward. I haven't learned anything new about it. I haven't even attempted to try to move forward in it. I'm just kind of dealing with it, or I've compartmentalized it. I've put it in a nice little place down here. And when it's containable. Right? Whatever it is it in your job? Is it in your relationship? Maybe it's in your money. Listen, people's jobs have been put on hold. People are trying to reposition and figure out, what do I do with my life now? Right? These are the things that we're going to have to deal with. And when we come out of the pandemic, some of you have been Netflixing and chilling and just not dealing with it, but we're still going to have to face it. We're still going to have to deal with it. So we need to figure out, what are the tools that are going to help you move forward. What I also like about this picture is the person in this picture is just kind of got on whatever, right? So for me, this says show up and do the work, and then doesn't matter how you come. Like, you don't have to have everything perfect. You don't have to be all gussied up and refined and polished up, right? You don't need all that. Just show up in whatever you got and do the work. All right, Telly G is ready to come on. Let's bring her on IG. While we're waiting on that, I'm going to take the comment from Facebook. For years, I served with a scab. Wow, that's powerful, sir. I didn't allow myself to heal properly. I got them through, but I was still hurting. Thank God for the help. You, Bishop, are not the only person who has ministered from an empty pitcher. You are the only person. So just know we appreciate your honesty. What's up? How are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you.
It's good to see you. Thanks for inviting me to join in.
Absolutely. Telly G. So let's talk about this. Fixed mindset. What's an area in your life? I see you, Jack Time One, saying do the work. What's an area in your life where you are either moving from a fixed mindset into a growth mindset, or any insights that you want to share about doing that work?
Forgiveness.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm a Taurus. I struggle like with grudges sometimes.
Ooh, she said
and
she's
I don't
a
even
Taurus
realize
and she
it until I
struggles.
start dwelling.
Yeah. 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 What have, do you mind me asking you a couple of questions since we're doing live coaching? Do you mind
Sure,
me
go
asking?
ahead.
What have you done to try to address that area of forgiveness? Because I hear you sound headstrong. Once you have wronged me, I can kind of hold on to that thing. So what have you done?
Connection's a little trouble there.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit. It's a little broken up.
Okay. What have
But
you?
I know you were talking about what to do.
What have you done to help you out in that area?
One of the things that I try to recognize when I'm feeling negative energy, especially if I'm dwelling too much on the past and the people I felt who wronged me. And I'm like, everybody's sometimes doing the best they can. So I've learned you got to meet people where they are. And sometimes that means you got to let them go. Sometimes it just means they were only meant to be around for a specific period of time. And maybe that was so you could learn something, because I've had to learn the same repeat lessons from different people. So I said, there might be something in me I've got to work on.
Yeah.
So being forgiving, more patient, and letting go of some of that harmful energy. I actually had to do that the other day, not let someone go, but try to meet them where they are. And it was really about the climate we're in today, and understanding when you're insensitive and tone deaf to people's concerns. I saw someone share a graphic, and the drawing depicted them being oppressed and about mandates and regulations. But the graphic they chose to use had someone's boot on the back of the person's neck.
And too soon, too soon.
Exactly. But I didn't try to shame the person. I didn't try to call them out publicly. I sent a private message, because we're more acquaintances than people who are like part of each other's day-to-day life. And I said, I just want you to know, as one of the people in your network, that was something I found problematic. And I'm not the only one, because there were others who saw it. And we don't think you intended to be insensitive. However, I just want to make you aware that considering everything that's going on, that wasn't probably a helpful way to express your concern. Because I hear your concern, and I believe it's valid, even though I might not agree with your viewpoint. However, the graphic you chose is something that's harmful and hurtful to people like me. And another friend of mine said, that's insensitive and tone deaf. I said, yeah, but you see the picture. And you can see why it bothered me to the point I felt I needed to reach out to her. And the person told me, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to understand. But I could also see that there was resistance. because that meant being open to change and seeing something about herself she might not be willing to acknowledge yet.
But I think that you just gave us a beautiful example of how to walk with people in a process of understanding and forgiveness, because you didn't kill them. And the other thing is, sometimes to get a correction, it's going to feel funny because you hate that you misstepped. You hate that you put yourself out there in a way that needed correcting. So what you may have felt from her, maybe the resistance energy that you felt, was more of that awkwardness when you get your hand slapped, when you get the mirrors held up to you and you got to look at yourself more clearly. And just know that you sprinkled seeds, and that person will marinate in that, and that will help them for the next go round. But what I also like that you shared was that this notion of forgiveness is also a process. We think that it's, once we think, I forgive, boop, no, it's a process. And it's actually the word forgive. If you go into the etymology of all, if you go into the word meaning, it means divorce. I divorce myself from the thing that keeps us connected through my pain and my anger or my sorrow. I divorce us from that. It doesn't mean that you agree with what they did. It doesn't mean that you're giving them a pass. It just means I no longer want to stay connected to you through that thing. And you trust that as you go on your healing journey, that they have to work their thing out. Because the truth is, because we have people of all faith beliefs, what goes up must come down. What goes around comes around. What you sow, you're going to reap. All of that is true. And so we have to protect ourselves. And so I'm so proud of you for understanding and moving through the process of forgiveness, because some people stay stuck in that for their lifetime. So kudos to you. Thank you so much for being willing to share that. What a
Thank you for including me. I appreciate
a powerful share. I hope to see you on streams more.
Thank you so much.
Take care, Telly.
Have a good one.
You too. That was great. That was awesome. So when we talk about forgiveness, y'all, that thing right there, that forgiveness is taking people out. Dr. Jennifer says the pick for her symbolizes being comfortable in her uniqueness. This is the exercise we're working on. Being comfortable in her uniqueness. The pain, which was the word, means continue to work through the pain that's caused by others and their opinions of me. And the question, what works for me, staying focused on my why and less focused on the what. Woo! Awesome. And Telly G, I just want you to know over here on Facebook, Periscope, they're saying thank you for sharing. So thank you so much for sharing. Angela Perry says forgiveness is for your own peace. How about it? That is truth. That is truth. Well, I am so glad that you all are taking these exercises and looking at them in a way that'll help you move from a fixed to a growth mindset. I think we're going to be on this fixed growth mindset for a little while, because this is what's going to help us be able to make the shift as the world starts opening back up, as we start going back to work, as we start trying to, bring more depth to our relationships, as we start trying to figure out what is our financial situation going to be looking like. All of these things are important, and all of these things are going to be areas where we need the tools now. Get the tools now so that when the situations show up, you're ready. You're ready. You're not trying to get the tools, right, as the things are coming at you at 100 miles an hour. No, you already have the tools. So how do we get the tools? Some of you already know that I am really trying to work with people through the pandemic. I normally do one-to-one coaching, and I've heard people loud and clear say, that's not something that I can afford to do right now. And I understand. And so what I am doing is I'm working with folks by doing group coaching. Okay. We're doing group coaching. Now, understand this. I don't play about my group coaching. You have to sign a confidentiality agreement. I will hold you to it. We come in to do the work together. Thanks for the hearts on Instagram and Periscope. I appreciate you all. The links are in my bio. IG, if you go up to the link tree, you will see my website, JeanetteSmith.com. You go there, you can get the information. And I have a couple of different offerings for you all right now. I have a life coaching, a transformational coaching. We get started Tuesday. So if you're interested in that, you need to sign up today. Thank you, Dr. Greg. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support. I do appreciate it. Go and sign up in the link tree and join us, because we're going to start the group coaching on Tuesday for the life coaching, the transformation coaching. You can get all my credentials, certifications from Harvard, from strategic intervention. All that stuff is on my website if you need to check that out. And you should, because not all coaches are alike, okay? And then secondly, I'm doing live stream coaching for those of you who are content creators like me. IG, you don't really see the benefit of all I do with the bells and whistles. But as a former Emmy Award-winning journalist, I try to bring that level of expertise and professionalism to my streams. And I want to help you all, because in this season of this pandemic and everything else that's going on, there's so many important messages that you all are holding on the inside of you that need to come out. And I know, because you all have told me in the DMs, I want to do it, but I'm just scared. I want to get it perfect first, and then I'll send it. Nope. What you need is somebody to help you out, and then let's launch and let's do it. What is that thing that you're supposed to be speaking into the earth right now? What is the light that you're supposed to be holding up that you're not, because you're afraid to get out there and do the live stream? Let me help you. I even have levels for that. I have the beginners and intermediates. You can do the boot camp, or those of you that are more ready to, you've been streaming, you just need to ratchet it up maybe with some broadcasting software, and we'll get you set up. It starts on a Friday. Saturday you practice. Sunday you practice. Monday you launch with your new tools, just like I have over here on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope. So you have tools, you all. Go to my bio. I'm offering all types of tools. If you need a deeper spiritual walk, I have my 21-day release journey that you can do. The link is in the bio. You get this on Amazon. Along with, are you trying to find your purpose? Then you can either take the Udemy course that's based on this book, or get this book from Amazon. It's an action journal that walks you through how to find and follow your purpose. And maybe if you already know your purpose, your role in this season. Roles change. Those of you who know me know I started out as a broadcast journalist, anchor, reporter, producer. I shifted to entertainment hosting after 9/11. After that, I went to consulting for ministries. After that, I got out of that and started working with artists. And after that, I got back to working with ministries. So my overarching purpose is to empower, inspire, encourage, and to inform people in original ways. And how I do that may change. So your purpose is one umbrella, but how you do that may change. And I'm telling you, if you have had to make a shift in this pandemic because your job is on hold, or your job got, shut down, then it's time to figure out what's next. It's time to go for next. All right. So I'm so glad we got to spend this time together. Monique says Jeanette has a very unique eye and perspective in the content creation arena. She's teaching tools that I haven't seen from anyone else. And I've had a good share of different business coaches. Don't sit on her offer. Thank you so much, Monique. I think that's going to be a quotable, a tweetable. I'm going to use that. Thank you, my love. Just so. I'm so excited for you all to see that little lady launch into the next. Neil says the 21-day release is hot. Get that too. Yes. I just love us. I got that 21 day. I got that 21 day. Yes, she did. And the Empowerment Tribe group on Facebook is reopened. That's where we're going to share our testimonies. That's where we're going to share insights. You all now can post the things that you want to talk about in the Empowerment Tribe. Here's where you come and you bring your lights. Here's where you come and you share your memes. Here's where you come and you share your quotes. The Empowerment Tribe Group Coach Facebook group is open. So if you didn't get an invite, forgive me. I've been trying to do a little bit every day, but just search for Empowerment Tribe in Facebook, and when the groups, you'll see it. And then just join us and come share your insights. Have a great holiday weekend, Empowerment Tribe. Sister Jeanette. Thank you, Sister Leola. Hello, Reverend Dr. Patrick Claiborne. I agree with Monique Pagan. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love you too, sis. Love you too. Well, this has been great. Y'all did the work. I'm telling you what, nobody can sleep on the Empowerment Tribe. You all are getting it done. And by the end of this year, I'm excited because the list of my testimonies from you all, I just know it's going to grow and grow and grow. You're going to continue blessing people. And I can't wait to see how it all comes out. Remember, as we move forward, we continue our work on Monday with Monday Mindset, 10 a.m., our release devotional Wednesday at 10 a.m. and then back to life coaching on Friday at 10 a.m. I am working on trying to get our group back together for those of you who were with us when we did the implicit bias on Life Unscripted on Thursdays. And I wanted to do a 1-month check-in. So be prayerful with me about that. I'm checking in with people to see if they are going to be able to come back in and do a check-in with us, because a lot of great stuff came out of that session, and it would be awesome to see how people are growing and moving, or where they might still be stuck, because that's real life too. So we might have that on Thursday. I'll be sure to let you all know. For those of you that are connected to the tribe, you'll know first, because you all get my text messages by texting release to the number 22999. You too can get in on that. Just text the word release to 22999 and you get the text about what's happening and when it's happening and pop-ups and all those kinds of things. The Empowerment Tribe, that's how we stay connected beyond these platforms, because, hey, you never know what will happen on these platforms, right? And for those of you who are looking for a coach, don't forget to go to JeanetteSmith.com. Love y'all to life. Now, look, I know it is the 4th of July holiday, and I know y'all want to get out there and get your barbecue on, and I know some of you want to hit the beaches and do all these other great things, and I just want to be the voice of reason and remind you that we still have COVID out there, all right? So I'm going to need y'all to stay safe. Yes, have a great weekend, Pamela. Stay safe. I need you to do due diligence over yourself and others. Everybody's not out there practicing social distancing and whatnot. So I need you to take care of yourselves. There's no sense in us doing all this work, and now you got to be laid up for a while because you got the Rona. We don't have time for the Rona. We are on a mission. We are doing purpose, and ain't nobody got time for the Rona. All right? Nobody has time for the Rona, right? Now, those of you that are going to join us for group coaching, do it today. I'm shutting down registration over the weekend because we're getting started on Tuesday, and I don't want you to miss out. I love you. I love you all. I love you all. It's always so hard to say goodbye to you on a Friday because I won't see you all weekend. But just know that I'm always thinking about you, always praying over you, and praying that you not only stay safe, but that you are accepting that invitation to know that you are deserving of being healthy and whole, and that you are worthy of being healthy and whole, and that you're receiving that in every single area of your life. Okay. Bye-bye. Love you all to life. See you